So shoulder in, changing the bend, renvers, straighten, corner. He's got a half halt in the corner. Hey everyone, it's Amelia, and today we're talking about shoulder in and renvers. This is a really hard movement to ride well. It shows up in third level test 2, but it's also a really good test of your horse's suppleness and thoroughness, and it also teaches your horse that in the shoulder in that they shouldn't fall so much over their outside shoulder. So I've made a little PDF about shoulder in and renvers, kind of the facts that I hope will help you guys. Click the link below, download that worksheet, and watch the video. I hope this helps you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and happy riding. Thanks. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about shoulder in and renvers. So you have this in third level test 2. Shoulder into renvers is a very good suppling exercise and a thoroughness exercise. It's also a really hard exercise to do well because you have to really have your horse supple and through and listening to you. So first off, I'm going to, and before you start this, you want to really make sure that you have a good shoulder in and a good haunches in. I have some videos on shoulder in and travers. Travers is haunches in and renvers is haunches out. So if you hear travers, you ride haunches in. If you hear renvers, you ride haunches out. So first, I'm gonna get a nice trot going. So you have to have, before you start, a nice collected trot. Means energy. His pull is up the highest point. So then I'm going to start with my shoulder into renvers. So I use the corner, set up my shoulder in, inner leg at the girth, outside leg behind the girth, 3 tracks for shoulder in. Then I gradually start changing the bend. Have him look to the left. This isn't very good. And then straighten before the corner. So I'm going to come through the corner and shoulder in. Now changing the bend to renvers. So in renvers, your horse is looking at the rail and the haunches are on the rail. It wasn't very good because you saw how he drifted off of the rail when I did the renvers. So try again, shoulder in and renvers. He's got to keep his butt on the rail. There. This renvers is going to help my half passes. I have to stay sitting left and have my right leg back. Let me do it once in the walk, because if you're having trouble in the trot, going back and doing it at the walk is always a good thing. So shoulder in, right leg at the girth, left leg behind the girth. Bring the shoulders in. 3-track movement. Now renvers, I change the flexion from right flexion to left bend. Now he's bending left. Now in renvers, his shoulders are off the rail, his hips are on the rail, so it's the same angle as the shoulder in, but different bend. My left leg now is at the girth, my right leg is behind the girth, and I should be sitting on my left seat bone. So a lot has to change. In the shoulder in, you're sitting on your right seat bone for right shoulder in. In the renvers, then you switch to sitting on your left seat bone. Let me try it again in the trot. This is hard for him. He has trouble with it. So shoulder in. Boy. Now changing the bend. There. So he's bending left. My right leg is back. His haunches are on the rail. Good boy. Good. That's hard for him. Do it one more time towards the camera. So shoulder in. And then changing the bend. And Renvers. Good. Now I'm going to change direction and do the same thing the other way. On a horse like this, I like to do lots of transitions because he's a schoolmaster. He sometimes just thinks he knows what's happening, and I want him to always stay thinking with me and listening to me. So now I'm going to ride shoulder in left to Renvers right. So I get bend in the corner, left leg at the girth, right rein brings the shoulders in. Goes a little too much angle to start with. Now changing to right bending. My left leg goes back. He's looking towards the rail now. Good. All right, one more time. He was a little bit hangy on my right rein when I wanted to change the bend. So shoulder in, keep the same angle, changing to bend, to right bend. Good. So this exercise should set you up for a half pass. A half pass is basically haunches in on a diagonal. So I'm going to look at F and think of riding haunches in towards F. Little half up. Keep it going sideways. Same thing to the right. Half passes, haunches in on a diagonal. So I'm looking at M. And I'm riding haunches in towards the letter M. For people that are just starting half passes, that's a really good way to start your half pass, is to just think, get the front end in the head, looking at the letter where you're headed, and then riding haunches in on that line. So shoulder in, changing the bend, Renvers, straighten, corner, he's got a half halt in the corner. Shoulder in, Renvers. And like here, he's giving me a good Renvers. I'm gonna straighten him early. Good boy.